Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to Disco Elysium. I picked this up during the Steam Summer Sale, and I really do enjoy heavy narrative games. And this seems very interesting. I had someone point out to me that this is kind of like Planescape Torment from back in the day. I never played it myself. I always wanted to. I watched someone play like the first quarter of the game in a playthrough. Whew, lots going on in that game. Same as with like original Baldur's Gate and I guess the new Baldur's Gate. Anyway, let's get going. All right, got our archetypes here. Thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a freaking rock. I think I should go with the sensitive. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. Your
Ooh, that's rumbly.
Immense in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Has that really, really deep growl to his voice. Sounds very familiar, to be honest.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Never, ever, ever, baby. I'm just gonna keep non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great!
Yes, it is.
But what was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more.
Thank you for resubscribing, Napa. Very much appreciate it, hun. No, that all sounds gross. I want to go back to the Fathomless Deep.
No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just night swimming.
Just not swimming. How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things for people who don't want to give them to me. Allons-y, let's go.
Right. Nothing sounds a fuck all borough.
Look, there's a I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
Really?
Don't be naive. Of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother, help me! There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it!
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone, cut my head off! It's trying to murder the rest of me!
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Oh no, this sounds like the intro riff to a metal concert to me. Oh god, I'm naked. Put some pants on, man.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them
It
out.
says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Why is my tie up there?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Every time I see savoir-faire, I always think of Oliver and Company. 'Cause I got street savoir-faire. Let's see. Can we do this?
You swoop up.
Success!
Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie. 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
I wonder why it reminds me of a noose. Oh look, we have a shirt. Disco ass blazer. Disco ass. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Shirt. I'm starting to get a little. I'm starting to get put together.
Above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror.
Unlimited hot water tank, huh?
Just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Should I wipe the mirror or walk away? Do I look at my face or do I not look at my face? Because obviously something's going to be freaking wrong with it. Wipe the
As you
mirror.
slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
How bad could it be?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sure everything is fine. Touch his nose.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Jeez. At least my tongue is okay. Touch his tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between.
Oh. Oh, God. That's a mental image. Hey, Potato Gladiator. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you, hon. I'm scared. I want to stop doing this.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
You know what? I'm out of here. I'm not going to look. Can I do anything with this door? No. Oh, I can use WASD to walk around. That's nice to know. Oh, maybe I could do this with controller if I wanted to. Broken window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me?
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
I should go and get that shoe.
Cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Cool. I got experience from that. Oh, awesome. I can actually zoom in and out. Okay. Bottle? Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. What is this? This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. I guess maybe I had a headache and I didn't want the music to play anymore. Let's take this shoe. And we're out. There's a lady over there. Will this take me to where I can get my shoe? There's something on the table. Ooh, money. I got money, guys. I got some money. Oh, there's a door. Ah, here we are. Is that my shoe? That would be my shoe.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
How did they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Woohoo! There's a red one, too. A gust of briny wind washes over you. So I'm close to the sea? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Don't have a map. Okay. Back inside. It says it's March. The year is 51. Okay. Hello, lady.
Officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay. Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag.
You've been
All this
here for
time?
3 days on official police business, more or less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. That's so random. Fuck it.
Try the expression.
I did it!
Come on.
Woo!
Why are you still doing this?
I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still. Does the logging ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You see, comfort is only natural.
She puts out her cigarette.
Oh, am I gonna go in there with her?
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
And no, it never stops. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then
Get sick
smoke
like
them.
Bobby Hill.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
The necktie almost has a snake essence to its voice.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
I should not do that. Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best.
Cigarettes aren't yummy.
Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
I do enjoy vaping, but I keep it at a low nicotine level. I'm hoping eventually to just get rid of the nicotine altogether and just vape flavor. Something that helps, keep me calm. I used to love doing smoke tricks and that kind of thing on my Babes, I can do pretty decent O-rings. I can French inhale.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
Nah.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Massive bonuses allow a quest of mine. Oh, I could knock on her door. And you know what? I'm going to leave the lady alone. What's this? This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Trompe de... I think French is... I'm not sure. Kind of definitely looks like a cafeteria. A big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics would be. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system, by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking I could sing something happy. Get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
So now I have to find something to sing for karaoke. Oh, that taxidermy. Oh, is it doing taxidermy?
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorator.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of posters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, Buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the
Why
floor.
don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
I'll leave. He's annoyed. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Nosafed. Nosafed. Okay, I found something to loot. Cool. Let's walk over here first. Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors opened. Military time.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Huh. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended on you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Let's see.
Concentration.
Success.
Squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time, my child.
Okay, then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What
At
interviews?
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I'm going to assume I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body. Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Completely.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Let's just get going.
Officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check
You mean
pockets.
you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Using your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay. I guess try to talk to people. The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Who's Sweetie?
Reaction speed. Wait, who's Sweetie? I am so dense. Let's just keep on with it. Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the
I'm
forehead.
Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Could I become a paraplegic? What is a paraplegic?
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Mountaineer?
So glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What'd you do
I was a
then?
training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Aw.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move
That's
on.
quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally
Oh
everything.
my. You know where we are, right?
A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. She tilts her head as she looks up at you with maternal solicitude.
We are alive in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. It's spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Married to a professional Sasquatch hunter. A cryptozoologist. It
Her relief
checks
was
out.
palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Hustle and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds, distort our perception of reality, stealing our true masters, foreigner, and women. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. Radios.
No, nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no matriarchy.
She's trying to avoid the foreigner's part. This is because she's a woman. She may be lying to you.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution you
A
mentioned?
defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any
It has
cops?
something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
So, how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up. Wanting to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Okay, so you can't have multiple people. You're probably right, Kim.
Seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Autosave. Alright.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
The Harbinger of Ruin. What is gold and orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor? Or liquor. That'd be liquor. Liquor has the E in it. I'm currently in between names. Let's just go. What is gold and orange like a forest fire?
Are you kidding me?
Kim
is about to say something, let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the
You said
lieutenant.
You just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Alright.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
He looks in his little notebook. Oh, you mean, do I have questions? Fuck it.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there? How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed
I
him?
don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, guard. Did you? You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill
Do
him?
I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you.
I'm getting a kick out of this. It just goes in crazy circles. Fine. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Fine.
Extra fine.
That's all.
Let's go.
Woohoo! Plus 30
Not
experience.
so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! We don't like those!
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Slip away! Whee!
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around
Uh-oh.
and given him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
Oh god, what is this? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip him off? Why both? Don't hurt her! Fuck! Okay. Consequences! Consequences!
Everything goes dark.
There's consequences to my actions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Back so soon.
I had an accident.
It was no accident. Those were disco moves from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its
So successes are
are
impulses.
a holy mystery.
I don't know, that just comes off as a lazy effort to reconceptualize the antics of a shambling trunk. Wow, there's more of you hidden? I'm so cool.
You are way cool. Cooler than the bottom of the sea. Too cool for this world. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
No.
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
No, are you okay?
Chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Now I gotta go pay for damages.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marble Hill?
Why did you say that?
Lieutenant Kisaragi, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster, I don't care. Fuck everything, Robocop. Could I trace my way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a
You
building?
can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Oh, right click also brings up everything. That's cool. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Someone's working. Okay. I'm assuming I can't go and grab those. I can't go in that door, so. Out this way. Oh, there's another person down there I didn't see. Back inside real quick. Some more stuff over this way. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
An hour.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Look at your boring normal person drink then. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great combination.
I don't think it's a great combination. Are you sleeping? A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
This one. This one. Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the
Possibly
day?
because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Pick up the
man
pills.
does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Let's try waking him up.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
No, where it's just a primordial scream. Wake up! This is an order! I am the law!
What a yelling man.
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. You're alive? You looked out for the long count there.
Wait, what? No, he was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least.
See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Tell me, was it a bliss free of X somethings?
Stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No X anything. Just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Tell me about Wild Pines. Point to the writing on his overalls.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
Hello, very swiggity. I hope you're doing well today. Kim Kitsuragi, my beloved. He seems pretty cool. I only just met his character. But he seems like he'd be like a very protective big brother type role. Almost.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I'm not sure what you mean.
We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I get you some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majorette's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was.
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival.
You should slay him.
Slay him.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah. What about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from the trees here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
He respites.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
The trouble is already here, or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree?
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends, same as him, killers. There's only one thing they know well. How to wreak havoc.
Wait, who says that?
Everyone. It's a local rumor.
You're saying things might get violent around here.
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhead.
Okay.
This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Yours points at the bottle in the spilt rum.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that.
That would have been nice. That's nice.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Sleep well.
Yes?
Let's talk about you. Yes,
I
you.
don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with
What
yourself?
do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your
I
brain?
have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything? Is the main character just neurodivergent? Am I the main character? This sounds like how my brain works. Just constant inner monologue going and just constant.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
You're wearing glasses for eyes.
Correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
I'm not gonna call him a Beano. Glasses are cool.
They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
I think you've been fractured. What you mean, Nappa? Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
No. That's fine.
The
Okay.
lieutenant nods.
That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
Alright. I guess let's continue. Let's actually leave that area. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Hello, person.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound
We
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, Just a Gardener. Another question then.
Pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course. Where to?
What is up the
Is it
north?
Here, the Cape Side apartment buildings. Some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Was in the
The
east.
harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
Was on the other side of the canal.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water, water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
What kind of a fish market is
I
this?
don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
Was in the
It's
west.
just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
In the west is the miracle.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This
Just looks
intersection
around.
is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
I need to stop showing so much disorientation. Like, everything. This is definitely a butterfly effect game. Looking for a dead body.
That's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
No problem. Of
Have to
course.
run.
I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow
No
glove.
gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
That is in the west.
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you,
The
ghosts?
skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the
Urban
shore?
Coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that,
Whole city, end of all lines.
run your fingers through your dampened
Your
hair.
is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
I really like how they describe things in this. It's very immersive.
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And before that,
You, on the Martinaise Plaza, a small dot looking up at the sky. Droplets form on your eyelashes. La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
what is across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the
A
Coron?
silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The clubs
Ah.
divide.
That sounds pretty. What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar heads of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to
A
here?
yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
And he's been up there for a week. What's in the south?
Traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood
The
at?
brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Gemrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder. And look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Gemrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vicmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. Satellite officer Vicmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
A fishnet wife beater?
Where's your homo, homie?
What?
It's not like that. They are what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A blood bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out.
Sexual life partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's that?
Coalition era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Pigs go home. So I should just go deal with the body first. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. What's that? Rode Saint Ghislaine 8B. What's this?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Center.
I'm not bothering with that right now. Look at this. Why are you throwing stuff at the dead body, kid? Letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash
The
container.
body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there. It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there. He leans in to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock open?
Try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or Or we
Or
could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
yeah, probably. Yo, kid.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
He's on fucking drugs.
Riding at sea.
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
Kuno? You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
Are you kids slave siblings?
What are you talking about?
He's calling us. Kuno, he says we're fucking each other.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What
You will
forces?
see.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
No, Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Government shit.
Look, I have questions for you, you little shit.
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
About the crime scene. You kids often play in the yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
What's wondering about that trash container?
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
I've got a very strong hunch there's something of importance in it. Something I must find.
Does Kuno care about your
That's your shit. You figure it out. My questions later.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
Primal. Violent.
Kuno does sound like something you call a rabbit dog. But probably pissing him. I don't know, he's being a. So you refer to yourself in the third person.
What are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking third person.
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
He's sticking his dick out.
Oh my dear lord.
Kuno, his dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in here, Kuno. Somebody, please.
Oh man. Very charming young man.
Help! Misters, help!
He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
Super hard.
Rolling super
He's
hard.
having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing, Kuno. He's showing his genitals. If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late.
Don't punch him, it's a bad idea.
Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now...
He raises his voice again.
You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. You backing up.
Oh well.
He's succeeded.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch. You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
The Pippo-headed critter doesn't let him finish. Whatever, I had some questions about the crime scene.
Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click.
Goes the little Pippo wearing asshole behind the fence. The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Cam, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go
I
then?
don't know. Some fucking...
He looks around, trying to come up with something.
Let's go... Or, I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
A couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience, yeah.
Get lost.
Can I, like, quick save? Nah. Do it.
He's on your crime
Damn it.
scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level.
You're a brat, okay.
You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
She looks worried. The Kun has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy a human being decomposes.
There are several footprints in the mud. left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover.
My morale.
These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Need a... What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails.
Alright. Someone is trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. I want to look at this real quick. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for years. There's a door that way. I wonder if I tried talking to that kid directly. Can I talk to you directly, or are you just telling me to fuck off?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
It's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you some questions. Take another step closer.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl?
You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
Alright then. Such charming children. Kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Oh, there's a chest over here. More money. And some magnesium. Heal my morale.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw it with his arm. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
I may retry it. Fuck it.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away. Yep. Getting all that, getting the last bit of all that booze from last night's good though.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks. Wipe your
The
mouth.
hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would
You
help?
can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you?
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Okay, where do we get ammonia
There's
from?
streets nearby. East of the hill. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling rack. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Alright.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's
What is
nothing.
this?
Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Leave it for now. Can I interact with these things? I have to go all the way around, I guess. Wonder how I get in there. Yeah, I guess that'd be like roof access. Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. There's a bench.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay. Ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
It's not my vehicle. Why do I feel like there'd be consequences to be opening it? Just gotta leave. Hey, lady. Oh, it's not lady. Feel like a traveler. Man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes. Keep listening.
Hey there.
What's going on here?
My man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
Traffic jam for the ages. Arbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Don't quite understand what you just said.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Tell me more about this strike.
Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes. From the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glanced down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Care to spare some change for a work and stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The
They
bosses,
who?
man.
I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
What are you hauling anyway?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms.
Time to arrest him.
Okay, what are you actually
Hey,
hauling?
A few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
Damn.
The bosses won't be happy.
That's your machine behind
It's
you.
lacking beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamwell and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
So, nothing illegal then.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Right, I had another question.
Taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
I could try this. What do I see in his eyes?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar? How?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the general quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. The gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Excuse me?
Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide.
My name is Caillou. Caillou.
My kid laugh
Sorry.
when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Copman? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
So when I first wake up, there's thinking about the X. There wasn't really any hint of being hunted. I don't know who it
I
is.
feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. And I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Yeah, I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
Use this loot with 2 fingers. Oh wait, I should probably talk to her as well about the...
Hello again, officer. How are things?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it
Go
to you.
easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Okay. So that means that I can retry stuff this way. You know what? I'll go ahead and heal my health. Let's look at this again.
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Can I do it this time?
You crack open the
There we go.
ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
We do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The
Step
man
closer.
before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the
The
boots.
material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were.
Speaking, these are sabatons.
Sabaton's a great band. Okay, then, what kind of armor is this?
Plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of
The
it?
locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor would yield information. Maybe we know something.
Maybe.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
He must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Oh. And where are these clothes? Have you seen any
Someone
around?
could have cleaned the yard. But that's a question for the red hat thing.
I hear you, cop. Talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Fuck you, Kuno!
Fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
Ignore. Say no more. This is about the corpse and inspecting it.
Kuno dropping the F slur like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, Kuno's like, he's such a little shit. Oh my god. I would dropkick him in the face. What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring and the guy's a total victopaz.
The material looks out of place.
It is. It's expensive.
Very expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index
We've
finger.
requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking
For
about?
a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That's a lot, I take
As
it.
a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
How could this man afford such expensive
That's for
hardware?
us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Ooh, I just made my back pop. Oh. That's nice. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the
small
butt. Poot.
bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Punch it harder. Sounds fragile.
But this material is a kinetic redistributor. It's
Yeah, I probably would have broke my fucking hand if I gave into the freaking urge to punch.
See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
I'm curious if he's hiding anything in the boots, to be honest.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Better not even try.
Tongues dangle off the man's decaying. The
I'm gonna look at other stuff
on the
first.
cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos and extract.
Give me a belt.
Knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
I'm gonna ignore the thirst.
It's hard, but somehow you manage not to see it. The corpse looks at you sideways, from an unnatural angle.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like in a harbor.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
How did they even get him up there?
News is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Yeah. You sure want him to stay there. The polyester seems
It's
strong.
not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
So we're assuming dock workers from the harbor
The
did
brief
it.
suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
No, they might have forgotten to brief
Then you
me.
should ask me the first moment we get.
Okay,
The
back off from
cadaver
the...
hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
I tell my boss I underwent total mental annihilation every time I'm asked to do something on a Friday afternoon. Dude, same. I don't listen to myself, though.
His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a microelectronic
I
system?
have only a cursory knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
We're missing something here. A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
What you get, Sunshine? Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
That's cool. He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by
of
a small ampoule of glass.
Oh.
You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
I love that. Oh, that looks nice. I know it's a decaying body in the middle, but I like the art style.
In case we need it.
Lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
You can hear the smile in his voice. I love it. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of
The
cigarettes.
glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your
Ah! Okay. Let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Is this a case of autoerotic asphyxiation gone wrong? Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
I hate you, you stink and you're boring. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
Sick bastard hung himself for the thrill. So you were feeling sexual arousal when they
I
were hanging
look like
you.
an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes.
Captain Coppadromo. I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Both seem kind of mean, but you are now, but who were you when you were alive?
Killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
The power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! In this world, dead people can't really talk to you. Your imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
You're a copperoon. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoony Rooney. This is beat now.
I fucking love this. Oh my god, I fucking love this. Oh man, this is so fun. Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney's obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
Oh yeah, the snow looks really nice. Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want, brother Coppo.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Coppo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous even? The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you, slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
And you know what? Because you are killer. I hate you. You stink. A baby affected by harlequinism. Don't remind me of anyone.
Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it.
Alright.
Do I remind you of someone? You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
Okay.
Do I remind?
The creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
Okay.
Sure I do. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also see me in your dreams.
I have something I need to know, Corpse Man.
You
Okay.
have questions.
Making sure that wasn't another bit of it. So
My frank manners.
So squint and
As
take
you
a step
narrow
back.
your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. The rest is greenish.
You are trying to assess lividity.
Relax your
The
eyes.
monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Yeah, his boot was probably filled with piss and shit.
So what do you think?
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them.
Yeah.
Delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
I don't know what to think. What do you
I
think?
think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck.
He points to his fat
The
and
noose
chin.
acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Seems like
Everything
lynching.
here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Cover your nose. Something is coming out of
A pool
him.
of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Gross. Hello, Bing Bong 24. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is a certified he hung himself moment. 100%. I've already figured it feels like this was an autoerotic asphyxiation death. But, you know, there could always be something more to it.
The fuck are you saying?
First time playing this game, and I'm loving it so far. Thank you for not offering spoilers. I appreciate it.
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right up. Turn around and yell.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Can I offer one tip? It's like the best tip I can give you that doesn't spoil the game. Sure. This game seems like it could be as punishing to you as like the Until Dawn series or just like the Man of Medan, that kind of series. I am definitely not expecting to have a good ending with this game for my first playthrough. Especially since I chose, well, the empath, I guess. The emotional. I'm going wacko.
Big said he's a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I think he's dead.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Deadity, dead.
Dabba-doob doob dead.
He says without a hint of melody. Not one muscle in his face moves. Back off and catch your breath.
There is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Pretty sure I did
The
everything.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered.
Yep. Getting down.
Steel reinforced
Ooh,
belts
level
is
up.
a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We could saw the branch.
There and saw the branch?
That thing looks like it's gonna fall off. Yeah, it seems dangerous.
A less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't think a bullet would break the belt, to be honest. Almost feels like that'd be a trap. I don't know, we just, shoot up there, maybe?
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
Since it's a role-play game, how you want to play is way more important than trying to win the game. Best to read all the character skills to get an idea how you want to approach the game. That way, you get to immerse yourself in the game. In short, immersion is the best way to enjoy the game rather than min-maxing. I am so down for that. I am very much down for that type of game.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Wait, let me try. No. Say nothing. Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Yeah, Nappa. What Bing Bong is trying to say is max out physical instrument and call people pussies. No. That is not how I play games.
He then steps back and
Maybe on another
assumes
playthrough.
his position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Shoot that motherfucker. Easy does it, partner.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. From a young age. Whatever you do,
do not console him.
Kuno could have hit it easy, But then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word.
No.
Maybe try
we are
again.
lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
No, that's Half-Light. Ah.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate...
What
I have
now?
to say, it's beginning to look like getting him down with all the assistance.
I have a Chaos Fox. So whatever looks good at the time is probably the option I'm going to go for. Oh gosh. Maybe we can ask... No, we can't ask for help from the harbor. I could try to do it myself.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you.
I'm not...
Oops.
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Oh my god.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Remember when I told you I didn't have my badge or uniform with me when I woke up? I didn't have a gun either.
That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact the station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one.
I'm freaking setting myself up for so much failure. I just know it.
You're not off to a good start. This missing gun business is making your hand tremble.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Feel the weight
Whole
first.
piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
What are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Fuck it! I should have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Ah!
Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the... You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood. Only a...
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
Start crying, you sensitive. There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Lieutenant, we should entrust Kuno with your service weapon. He says he can shoot down. No, Kuno. If I can't shoot him down, no one will.
It's bitter because he fucked that corpse up, Kuno. What a fucking kurpiller.
We still need to get him down somehow.
The stench makes him turn away from the corpse, but how?
The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
How do we get inside the
From
harbor?
gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
But won't it be
To ask the
dangerous?
suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Who's Everard
The
Clare?
leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
That was absolutely horrid. That was absolutely positively horrid.
Does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
I'm not gonna talk to you, kid. Okay. Now that my cheeks are thoroughly red from fucking that whole scene up so bad. Oh, man. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. No, they're much hunkier than you. They're much hunkier than me, no. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Jump Jams. Popular Music Mag. Trash? I'll take that. Oh. Oh. I think that's an alright place to leave it, though. We've got some idea of how the game plays, and hopefully after some sleep I'll actually, think through my choices a little better. I blame my sleep deprivation. I will definitely be back to stream this later on, though. I need to get back into my daily stream schedule. So if anyone is interested, I do have a YouTube channel. It is the same as my Twitch name. I have a Discord. And I guess follow for future streams. Well, I hope everyone has a fantastic day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.